Y'all know the beef her yes. Now you got Deshae Frost speaking on the matter with the girl on the yacht. And this was the aftermath of. I'm pretty sure y'all probably seen it, but if you have not, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments about this situation and the reasons he gave to why he did what he did. But y'all already know we gonna do what we gotta do. Charge it up. All right, let's get right into video.
Situation differently, a lot of intoxications. I was 21 years old, and I was drunk as fuck because she was mad, and I just literally, like, we had been hitting, like, going back and forth, and her putting her hands on me and all these things like that I just didn't want to deal with that anymore. And obviously, bro, I couldn't take that shit. I would never ever just hit her.
See, the way that he's speaking sounds very hesitant, like he's trying to be careful with his words, and it's very inconsistent. Like, you can tell that he is not truly convicted about the situation. Like, you got to have conviction, right? You got to have conviction in order to own up to the things that you've done. Blaming it on your age is not really a good representation of the actions that you actually shown, because you got young boys out there that's in middle school and high school that have not put a hand on a girl, even though the girl was doing the very same thing that female was doing on that yacht. So is it safe to say that, okay, Deshae, from your point of view, if a boy in school is getting yelled at like that, da da da, not necessarily hit, because in the video we didn't see much of anything. She was talking trash, but she didn't put her hands on you. So is it safe to say that you can just lay her out or hit her that hard where she flips and lands damn near on her whole side? You just got to think about temperament, and it's who you allow around you. Mind you, the situation was you allowed that girl, when she even came up with the conversation with the other females on the boat, she was talking about, oh, I didn't even want to fly out, but he was begging me, calling me. I don't know if it's true or not, but it seemed as if it was some weird dynamic between you two that was unstable. And I don't think that she should have been on the yacht in the very beginning, you know?
Girl just plainly because of her words. Her words do not do anything to me. But her words were Smith, her hitting me before, and how that video is cut, it's cut. It's cut up to
Or
show
hitting
that,
you before.
I was just, just hit the fuck out of her and just mushed her. My plan was never to her. I mushed her. Literally, I'm 5'4", 130 pounds at that time, 135 pounds, something like that, literally. To smack a girl, literally, and have her fly across the fucking room, I'd have to be as strong as fucking Thanos. But I couldn't forceful, and I used my hands to mush her out of my way, because I was not gonna be going back and forth and hitting each other and all these things again. But after that, like I said, we were cool, we were vibing, we were good, but just simply, I have a mother, I have a mom, I have a sister, I have two sisters, a little baby, and that's not who I am, 100%. There's no.
Now, the reasons in which he gave, like I said before, he went back and mentioned how tall he was, his weight, as if that's supposed to alleviate, the hit that was on camera. That was supposed to explain that he was in fear. Maybe that's what he was trying to imply, that I'm short, I was scared for my life. It just comes off passive aggressive to me. And it doesn't seem like ownership. I think he needs to take ownership not only of the alleged hit slash smush, but he needs to take ownership of him entertaining a female that would even act masculine and say the things that she was saying, and how he was talking to the female was very feminine. See, it's opposites. He was calling her bruh, bruh, bruh from the very beginning, and then she was talking to him like nick, 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 nick. It's like when you see that dynamic between two people, you can obviously see it's a situationship. There's no respect there. There's no morale there. It's degenerate type of behavior, because any man that respects a woman would never call her bruh, and any woman that respects her man would never call him a nick. And you already know what I'm saying. But let's look at what DDG, basically how he reacted to the situation.
Man, Deshae, man, what happened with Deshae? What y'all talking about? What happened? Bad clips. I swear I don't know. I seen something in a damn Twitter com or whatever. Yeah, I was talking about some he slapped the girl I ain't know about that.
Let me tell you what all I'm gonna do. Obviously, they're gonna protect their friend. They're gonna protect that individual. They're not gonna say anything bad about what's going on. He's probably gonna end the live. He's just gonna be like, and just act like it never happened. That's what they're gonna do. But I don't blame him. Hey, that's like their brother. They're not gonna really, come at him on camera. Maybe they had a conversation with him behind the scenes, which is not a bad thing. If you want to have a conversation with him behind the scenes, let him know that you shouldn't behave that way. Don't do shit like that. I mean, you're gonna mess up my brand. Da 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 da. I'm pretty sure that DDG probably pulled him to the side and have a conversation with him. But based off of what Dub said, seemed odd because somebody was like, "Did you hold him accountable?" I had to say, "Yeah, we had to talk with him. We don't like to just everything is not on the internet that we do. Everything is not going to be broadcast for everybody to hear. Some things are done in privacy, in which it should, because a lot of things have to be handled that way." But he went off the bat and said some just ignorant shit. That's it.
Y'all gotta keep it real with him.
Nah, hey, listen, bro. I don't know what the you talking about.
Hey, as a homie, y'all gotta keep it real.
I want to ask you a question.
Right or wrong.
I want to ask you a question. What would you do if you seen him?
Hey, what gotta do on real?
And what do you think would happen to you?
Ain't shit gonna happen to you.
Yeah, all right. We gonna chill.
See, you not a real nigga.
We gonna beat your motherfucking ass.
Now, let me say
that they're not condemning him for his wrongs. You know what I'm saying? And another reason why they're not confronting him is to avoid conflict, because they know if they tell him what he did was wrong, he's going to take it to offense, and he might be so petty that he turns on his stream and airs out all their dirty business. That's why they're not telling him.
No, that's another aspect I was going to say. I'm pretty sure they got shit on each other. And there's a lot of things that they don't want to disclose. Obviously, don't want to hold him accountable because then they gonna, he can say something about, "Oh, you did this, and what about this?" And also, if they hold him accountable, that's admitting that he was guilty of what he did. And if there's a lawsuit or anything in the background, they can use that as evidence. So it's multi layers to this shit. But I feel like it's just terrible. The response that Dub gave was just very, very ignorant and immature. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about this situation. And I am up out of there.